Economies may be growing, but it's time for governments to ask themselves what kind of growth they want. Data shows that growth in incomes has disproportionately benefited the rich, threatening long-term economic prospects and social cohesion, and weighing on global economic growth. Inclusive growth can make our societies fairer, our economies stronger. And this is where public governance has a role to play, by steering the 4 steps of the policy cycle in the right direction. When we listen and engage citizens' voices, design the best possible mix of policy instruments, improve public service delivery, and when we know when policies work and deliver the results we want. Only then can we ensure that economic growth leads to shared prosperity and increased well-being for all citizens. Governments must assure the delivery of public services for and with citizens. These services have to meet the needs of all citizens to improve well-being and deliver inclusive growth. Too often, socio-economic background will influence access to services such as education and health. Inequality of opportunity today, through unequal access to public services, has negative implications for the future. Many governments struggle to renew public service delivery in the context of strong pressures to consolidate public finances. The good news is we may not need more services, just better tailored ones. There are many ways to achieve this, including the use of innovative, user-friendly services. National governments are learning to engage with NGOs, businesses, local governments and citizens to create new services critical to achieving a data-driven public sector. Through sharing open, useful and reusable data, open government data can help us craft new ways to deliver services and get feedback from the citizens. We must also find new ways to maximise access to public services for those challenged by geographical or economic factors or with reduced mobility. In Italy, a mobile counter for the disabled and the elderly links citizens to public services from their home. Co-creation can bridge the divide between public service and citizens by promoting collaboration in shaping services. Finland's Living Lab allows citizens to come together to test practical solutions in elderly care. Achieving this entails empowering frontline workers to solve problems and take risks. To bridge the gaps, governments will have to invest in new tools and skill sets to build partnerships, experiment and manage risks. Public servants need new networks and platforms to share, collaborate and learn from their peers. Faire Simple, Make It Simple, is a participatory platform created by the French Prime Minister's office that encourages citizens to contribute ideas for simplifying public services. If we want inclusive outcomes, we will need inclusive institutions reflecting a diversified public sector in terms of gender, ethnicity and age. While women are well represented in the public sector, they are underrepresented in senior roles, such as ministers or parliamentarians. But making change happen requires rules with teeth, including inspections and enforcement to ensure compliance for efficient service delivery, free of waste and corruption. The public sector must also become as good as the private sector in shaping services to meet citizens' expectations. If public services appear to be slow and inefficient, citizens' trust will suffer.